So today we're in Disneyland and it is gay days in Anaheim. So, what do you think? It's gonna be fun today. I am really excited to get into Disneyland. Stay tuned for more. I'm Melissa.
Hi, I'm Jillian.
Hi, I'm David.
And together we're DISventures. I have several medical conditions that limit my mobility. I call myself an ambulatory wheelchair user. I use a wheelchair or a mobility scooter anytime I'm outside the house in order to get around. I like to say that we're a disability lifestyle and travel.
We do videos on theme parks, cruise ships, and other places that we visit.
But come with us on our next adventure. Welcome in. Today's video is about our second day on our trip from September. We were celebrating gay days because we were there over gay days. And so if you don't know, Anaheim has a gay days celebration every year, and where they have an event that's organized with the Gay Days Anaheim. And we were there during gay days, so I decided to dress up in rainbow ears and a rainbow dress. I am such a rainbow girl, like from the 80s. Like, I loved Rainbow Bright, and so to me it was just a beautiful dress with beautiful colors. I got so many compliments on it, and I was super happy to wear it. We are supporters. David and I are not. Jillian, I will let her talk about her stance sometime if she wants to. David and I are a heterosexual couple, and we are just supporters. And so I really loved being able to dress up in this beautiful rainbow dress that I found. And I just felt so good that day. So we decided, we were staying at the Grand Californian, so we decided to go through downtown Disney and take the monorail in to the park for this particular day. Because we could either go to the left out of the gate and hit the monorail, or go to the right and hit the huge line to get into Disneyland from the main gate. So we decided to go ahead and take the left. The walk is probably about the same distance-ish from the Grand Californian. This entrance is actually a lot closer if you're staying at the Disneyland Hotel, or if you're staying at the former Paradise Pier, but now the Pixar Place Hotel. This entrance is a lot closer to Disneyland, and you can totally go in this way versus walking all the way to the main gate. From the Grand Californian, again, it's about 50-50, I suppose. But the line to get in will be a lot quicker. So we were moving kind of slow because David was walking and he was hurting a little bit by this time. But, we were getting there. We got to look at all these beautiful murals they had in the decoration planners and stuff. And now we have a word from our video sponsor. Take it away. Our sponsor today is Surfshark. It's a VPN network. When you need to protect your internet, who do you turn to? We turn to Surfshark. It's a great VPN. You can save money by using our affiliate link. We will make a small commission if you do, but it does not add to your cost or cost you anything extra. As a matter of fact, you get a discount and up to 2 free months as part of using our affiliate link in the description below. We love Surfshark because it helps protect our data when we're at home and when we're on the go. So we were walking through downtown Disney, and here we are getting to the monorail entrance. The line was not super long, but it did take a little bit. They were trying to get people through as quickly as possible. We hopped on the train right away and was able to get on there, which was amazing, off the monorail station to head around to where we were meeting our friend and getting our day underway. So this day for us was all about trying to get some attractions done, trying to get some things that we really enjoy done. We didn't have a whole lot of plans for this day like we normally do, but we did have a few things on our list. I did not get to hug Winnie the Pooh the day before, so that was definitely on my list because this was our last day in Disneyland on this trip. So we were going to definitely try and enjoy it as much as possible, and we did want to either get the fireworks done or Fantasmic, because we didn't really get to the other one the night before. So we were trying to decide exactly what we wanted to do. So we just got to experience some things that we really love at Disneyland this day. Like, we do love the train, and every time we're at Disneyland, we like to just ride the train around to be able to see it all the way around. You can use the train as an attraction, or just as transportation to get from one area of the park to the other, which is kind of what we were doing on this day, but it works out really good because you get, a ride. And they do normally have at least one wheelchair car running, sometimes two, but it's normally just one. So you can stay in your wheelchair or mobility scooter. But if you are just riding it like around as an attraction and you're going to go back to the same area, if you are ambulatory, you can elect to leave your mobility scooter or wheelchair there if they don't have the train car at the train you get, or if there's somebody on it, and you can just ride it around if you would like. Or if you're not ambulatory and you need to be in it, you can just wait for them to come around again, and hopefully they will either have the person leave, or if they've been all the way around, they can get off. Also, please keep in mind there is no wheelchair access at the Main Street station. It's only at Tomorrowland, New Orleans Square, and the Fantasyland entrance to the train. You have to go upstairs to get on the train at the Main Street station. But we really love to ride the train. And there was nobody on it, so I was able to get on in my mobility scooter to ride it where we were going to from Tomorrowland to New Orleans Square. And this is like one of our favorite parts because it goes through this dinosaur panorama stuff, which was originally shown from Disney at the World's Fair. And so this is the ramp for the train. Also, sometimes they have to move it if they don't line it up exactly right. But it's really great that they have this, so that way if you need to use a wheelchair or a mobility scooter, you can get on. There is a little bench you can fit a couple of people on. So like with David and Jillian, they're ambulatory, so they would be with me, right? And they get to sit on the little bench back there with me, and then I would sit back there. I was just having Jillian show this line because I did have DAS with this, and this is the this is the lightning lane line, and when you have DAS, you have to wait in the lightning lane. So I was just trying to show how long this lightning lane line was, and then I was talking in this video about how, because I'm in a wheelchair, we went through the lightning lane, got up to the front, and then we got to stand in yet another line because they can only have so many wheelchairs up at a time. And there was too many people in with a wheelchair. So I'm just kind of more trying to show what the process is for people with DAS, and trying to show that it's not really the instant, easy on access that people think that it is. And hopefully that will discourage the people that are abusing the system and have been abusing the system. If you need it, though, you will have to wait in the lightning lane line. And keep in mind, if it's a popular attraction, like right now, the the Haunted Mansion Holiday is one of the most popular attractions in the park, you're going to have to wait. And that's just the way the system is because of all the abuse that they've had to make it to try to make it fair. So my suggestion is don't do the super popular attractions if that is an issue for you, or do them during maybe less popular times. Like this was first thing in the morning, so super popular time for it. Maybe try to do it during, fireworks, or during like later at night, or super, super early in the morning. This wasn't super early, but it was pretty early. We spent a lot of time in Adventureland and Critter Country and Frontierland on this day. And sometimes we overlook those lands a little bit for Tomorrowland and Fantasyland and Galaxy's Edge. I mean, those are our favorite lands. But on this day, we spent a lot of time over here. And with it being, Halloween in September and everything decorated, it's always such a beautiful place. They also had the Day of the Dead stuff over here in Frontierland. And this bathroom right here is so busy, and kind of hard to get into, but I end up going to it a lot. My favorite bathroom is at the Hungry Bear. Okay, so did you see that picture? I finally got to hug Winnie the Pooh. It's my first time since all of the stuff came back. All of the hugging the characters. But these are the food that we got that day. So David went back to the hotel for a little while, and because he wasn't feeling good, and Jillian went back to the hotel for a little while. So right now I was kind of on my own. So I'm just kind of like exploring, figuring out what I wanted to do. So I pulled up the Disneyland app and got myself DAS for It's a Small World. So I was kind of heading that direction. So I could try to head over there. And I was just going through Fantasyland, like taking pictures and video and just enjoying the Fantasyland atmosphere, because Fantasyland is pretty much my favorite land. My favorite attractions are there. Peter Pan's Flight, Storybook Land Canal Boats. These are some of my favorite all-time attractions. I love the storytelling aspect. I love, being in the story and feeling like you're there. I love a little bit of the thrill, maybe like with Peter Pan, where it kind of like dips you and stuff. But not a ton. I'm not a super thrill type person. A little bit's okay. With Storyland Canal Boats, the thrill part comes in where you don't know if you're going to fall out of the boat sometimes because of how it moves and rocks the people in it, because they are boats. They do have to be balanced a little bit. But other than that, you get put into the stories and get to see and experience some of the stories and the miniatures, and I love all that. And there's different aspects to these attractions during the day, and then at night sometimes you'll see different things if you do them during the day versus at night. So I highly suggest, if you can, being able to experience them during the day and then at night. Oh, look, it's the wheelchair boat for It's a Small World. I understand they have recently put in a kid in a wheelchair, and so I'm really excited to go in December when we go and see that new doll. So hopefully I'll be able to see that one. It's supposed to be more inclusive with people with disabilities, so it's supposed to represent that. So I'm kind of excited to go and see that in December. We did get to see the fireworks, which the fireworks are my favorite. I love being able to see the fireworks at night, and I'm so excited for that in December as well. Stay tuned for more of our videos, and we will be there on New Year's Eve in December, so that is exciting. We got to see so much of the events for Halloween, the dance party and the Halloween fireworks and the tree in Adventureland that was all lit up. I got to see that. So they just have so much during holiday times for Halloween and for Christmas and other times of the year that they do. Sometimes it's almost impossible to see it all. Jillian and I were dancing and singing to like all the songs.
There's so many ways to be wicked. With us, evil is on the right side of wrong. There's so many ways to be wicked.
It really ended up being a great night in Disneyland. Unfortunately, David was not with us. He was not feeling up to it, so he stayed in the hotel room the rest of this night. But we had such fun. We, of course, got our picture in front of the big pumpkin. We said goodnight to Walt, as we do every night when we leave. So we have a tradition in Disneyland before we leave. We say goodnight to Walt at the end of the night. We just go to the fire department and look up at his apartment and say goodnight, thank you, Walt, and wave as we leave. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for watching this video. Click below to get the next one.
You can support us on Patreon and find other exclusive content.
We also have other social media links below.
Thank you for supporting us.